In this video, I will be decorating for Halloween and completing some DIY decor projects, including making Pottery Barn woven bats and a cauldron flower arrangement. I will also be putting the finishing touches on my witch gallery wall. I love Disney, so I have incorporated a lot of Mickey inspired items into my Halloween decor. My Halloween decor is light and whimsical. Just keep watching if you want to see how it all comes together. Hello friends! Today I'm going to be decorating for Halloween. Pretty much all of my Halloween decor I have been crafting over the past few weeks, so I will be putting some finishing touches on a few projects and then figuring out where I want everything to go. I will also be adding some finishing touches to my witch gallery wall. Creating these woven bats inspired by Pottery Barn was one of the DIYs I was most excited to try this year. I checked out the Dollar Trees so many times week after week until these bats were finally in stock. I picked up 5 of them. I decided to do a set of 3 black ones and then spray painted 2 of them pink so I could have some pink yarn bats as well. Wrapping the yarn around these bats is a little time consuming, but I like to put on a show and just got to work wrapping the yarn around. I had this mauve pink metallic yarn from Walmart. I had used this around Christmas time to make some yarn wrapped Christmas trees, and I thought this color would perfectly tie in with my fall decor. So I wrapped the center of the bat first, and then I went on to wrapping each side of the wings. After I had the base of the bat wrapped, I found it easiest to have a length of string attached to a yarn needle. This is just a blunt needle with a wide opening for yarn on the other side. This helped me thread through those difficult to cover areas on the bat and make it a little bit more secure. So I just tie my string onto the back, and then I would kind of sew around the bat, making sure all of those holes and areas got covered and trying to keep that organic woven look, that there wasn't too much uniformity in where the yarn was being placed. The next Halloween DIY I will be working on has been on my craft bucket list for years. I have thrifted a few black plastic cauldrons, and I thought it would be really fun to create a floral arrangement inside of the cauldron. This would be a really pretty centerpiece for a table or to add into your Halloween decor. I got myself set up with tea and candles to have a cozy craft evening. I went with a purple color palette for my flower arrangement. All of my flowers either came from the clearance section at Hobby Lobby or from the Dollar Tree. I feel like having a mix of flowers from the Dollar Tree and from Hobby Lobby allowed me to get a really full arrangement for inexpensive but still have it look high-end. I'm going to start by filling my plastic cauldron with floral foam. I take these rectangle foam blocks and I cut them down and fit them in until the entire container is packed tight with foam. I start with my largest flower and I make sure I spread all of them evenly throughout the arrangement. I thought it would be really pretty to add these floral vines hanging over the edge of the cauldron. Now I'm just starting to add in some of my filler elements one at a time, making sure to spread them evenly throughout the arrangement. I continued by adding different purple flowers to fill out the arrangement. I took flower arranging as an elective class in college, and I don't usually work with fresh flowers, but I love making fake flower arrangements. I love that they last longer. I love being able to incorporate these flower arrangements into my table settings and decor. And I always just have a lot of fun putting them together, choosing the flowers. This year I loved that all of my flowers came from the Dollar Tree or the clearance section. Fake flowers can add up quickly when you're doing an arrangement like this, so I really love to get them on sale or find a good deal. To fill one of the empty frames on my gallery wall, I wanted to add a 3D element and do some glass jars with greenery. I have a lot of greenery in my painting, so I thought that would tie in well. I added some clear acrylic shelves for my glass jars to sit on. And then I started adding and arranging my jars of greenery to the shelves. For my other empty frame, I thought it would be cute to hang a mini broomstick. So I got this white twine and I started wrapping it around a piece of cardboard. And then I glued that bundle around a stick that I found in my yard. And I just tried to secure all of the loose pieces around the wood so none of the strings would fall off. And then I gave the broom a little haircut and cut all of the loops at the bottom. I wrapped some twine around the broom, hot gluing as I went to secure everything in place. I cleaned up the bottom of the broom a little bit, making sure everything was about the same length. And then I went in with these floral pieces. I can't exactly remember what they're called, but I found them at Walmart and I thought these would add a fun textured detail to the broom. So I kind of just nestled those into the layers of twine to add some fullness and texture and color. I unwound some of the strings of twine to give it a little bit more texture and volume, and then added a little bit more twine on top to secure everything in place. I decided I wanted to add a little bit of a floral detail to my broom, so I found these beautiful pink flowers in my collection, some small green leaves, and hot glued everything into place. I used a small clear command hook to hang the broom up in my frame. Ever since I got this mirror, I've been wanting to paint it gold so it would match my gold gallery wall theme. Trust the process. Right here it doesn't look very good, but I promise it comes together in the end. I didn't film much of this process because it was dark and late at night, but if you wait until the end of the video, you'll see how this entire gallery wall comes together. Yesterday I was able to put the finishing touches on my witch gallery wall. Today I want to try and put up the rest of my Halloween decorations. I really wanted to add a leaf garland to this wall. I didn't have a leaf garland, and most leaf garlands don't match my color scheme, so I decided to DIY it instead. I had this string of fairy lights that I hung on the wall using little command hooks, and then I used clothespins to hang these gold leaves and these book page leaves. The book page leaves I DIY'd last year, and the gold leaves are from Dollar Tree. I think this is the perfect enchanting touch to this wall. I finally got a picture printed to fill my last empty frame. I have just pulled out all of my Halloween decor and I'm going to intersperse it with all of my fall stuff. Let me show you what we have here. I have a few more ceramic pumpkins. I have this cauldron flower arrangement that I just made. I have my ghost, my mini pumpkin house, another Mickey pumpkin that I made a couple of years ago. I have some garland, Mickey bat garland, my Bat Chandelier. I haven't hung up my fall wreath yet, so I'll be adding that today. I have a few more ghosts back there. I have some paper bats in this bag that I cut out a few years ago but have never hung them up, so I want to find somewhere for them this year. And then I have this yarn wrapped witch hat and some woven bats in black and in pink. I also have this wreath. My friend made this beautiful Halloween bow for me, and I thought it would be really pretty to put it on this grapevine wreath that I had, and I'm going to hang this on the wall. I think I'm going to add these paper Mickey bats to this wall because I think they will fill out the space nicely around the wreath. I'm going to try hanging them up with these removable glue dots. The glue dots ended up being perfect to hang the bats. I could move and reposition them if I needed to, but I felt like they were stronger than tape. I liked bending the bat wings up just a little bit to add some more dimension to the wall and make the bats look like they were flying across the space. This shimmery pink wreath is one of my favorite fall finds, and I made these pink yarn wrapped bats to match the wreath, and I think they look so pretty hung on the wall together. This Mickey Bat Chandelier is one of the first DIYs I did this season. I decided to hang it in this corner above my chair. I want to add my black yarn wrap bats to the wall to finish off this corner. Yes, I still have snowflakes hanging up in my kitchen from last winter. I wasn't planning on decorating for Halloween in my kitchen, but I had a few extra decorations and they ended up being perfect for my kitchen. So I started off by removing all of my snowflakes, and then I added some pumpkins to my windowsill. I had to add my Mickey pumpkin and a fall candle. This garland was the reason I ended up decorating my kitchen because it was really long and I didn't feel like it fit well in any of the spaces in my living room, but I really wanted to utilize it and it ended up working perfectly on this wall above my kitchen sink. I then added in this black and white garland for an extra layer of dimension. As a finishing touch, I wanted to hang up some ghosts above my sink. My kitchen was decorated with the leftovers from my living room, but I actually think everything went together really nicely. While I was spreading some spooky magic around the house, I decided to decorate in my bedroom. During Christmas, I have this tree on my dresser, and I decided to give it a fall Halloween makeover. I started out by adding in these purple maple leaves from the Dollar Tree. They are so perfect because they are fall, they are light purple, they are whimsical, and they just match everything that I have. I also had some leftover purple branches from making my flower arrangement. I got these at the clearance section of Hobby Lobby, and I tucked those into the branches of my tree as well to add a little bit more color. I was trying to make it less wintry and more fall by adding in those elements. I added a black spiderweb table runner to my dresser underneath the tree, and then I wrapped this white piece of cloth around the base of my tree. I might try and replace it with a black piece of fabric if I get around to it. I felt like my Rapunzel tower matched the vibe of the tree, so I kept that on my dresser and added some of my fabric pumpkins around it. I I also had an extra pink ceramic pumpkin, so I added that to the arrangement as well. I had picked up these mini cauldrons from the Dollar Tree, and I thought they would be a cute ornament to hang on my tree. In the future, I might add some bubbling element to the top, but for now, I'm just hanging them as they are. I love adding ribbon to my Christmas tree, so I picked up this black ribbon. I also added black spider clips and bat clips. I love how this all came together. It's both enchanting and spooky. It ties together my whimsical fall decoration while adding a fun Halloween twist. I wanted to give you a quick tour of all of the Halloween decor I have put out. So I'm going to start with the witch gallery wall that's right behind me. The inspiration for this wall was kind of herbology, garden witch, Hogwarts. So I've got lots of plants, candles. I've got this reading witch painting right here. Of course, I had to incorporate a picture of Hogwarts. You've got another witch reading right here. And then I painted my mirror gold, and I think that's the perfect touch to this wall. Moving over a little bit, I have this teacup painting, and I really love this pearl effect on this frame. I've got a pile of books with some greenery growing around it, and then the witch broom that I DIY'd. And then if we go all the way up here, I have some bottles of greenery on floating shelves in this frame. I love how that ties in a 3D element and adds some more greenery to the shelf. Got a teacup here. And then this garden witch painting. Looks so magical at night, but I really wanted some leaves hanging from my wall, so I put up these gold and book page leaves. And I think that's the perfect whimsical touch to tie in this wall. Above my TV, I hung my yarn wrapped bats, my pink fall wreath, then I have the other bat. I just love how this whole wall looks together. I decorated my mantle in another video. I want to add some ghosts or bats to this, but I haven't gotten them up yet. I hung up my Mickey Bat Chandelier in this corner. This corner is not quite finished. I'm going to be adding my woven black bats. I can't believe after years of searching, I finally found one of the pumpkin Disney cookie jars. I have that in my little Halloween setup over on the piano. I have my pumpkin candle warmer, the cheesecloth ghosts I made this year, my cauldron flower arrangement, and then I hung these Mickey bats on the wall around this wreath. This whole wall was themed around that bow, so I used purples, pinks, and oranges with some black accents. The centerpiece of this wall is this beautiful Halloween bow my friend made me. I think it ties everything on this wall together, and I just love the colors. I have my little Halloween setup over my sink with my hanging ghosts, my Mickey bat garland. I love how it sparkles. I also have some pumpkins and other Halloween accents in my window, and I just love having hidden or not so hidden Mickey touches in all of my decor. I didn't do much in my bathroom, but I thought this pink ceramic pumpkin would look so cute in there. And I remembered I still had this wreath, so I hung that up in my bathroom for an extra touch of fall. It felt too small to hang in my living room, but it was the perfect size for this little wall in my bathroom. I finally got around to finishing the last corner of my house I was planning to decorate this year, so I added this orange pumpkin pillow and my white and gold pumpkin blanket. And then I hung my black woven bats on the wall behind my chandelier. I think adding the bats to the wall really finishes this space out nicely. I really wanted to do a Halloween Halloween tree this year, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. The witch hat tree topper on the top of my tree. I hung these little plastic cauldrons from Dollar Tree. The sparkly glitter clips from Dollar Tree. I painted some ghosts and witch hats using the Dollar Tree wood cutouts. I hung some bats. I also have some pink bubble ornaments that I hung. I added this black spidery crackly ribbon on top and purple leaves and some purple branches from the clearance section of Hobby Lobby. And I think that pulled together to create a really whimsical and spooky Halloween tree. Used a spider web table runner on my dresser and added some of my pink fabric fairy tale pumpkins, and I thought my Rapunzel tower fit the color scheme, so I left it on my dresser. I also have my Rapunzel figurine and some more pumpkins on this side. Thanks for coming along with me as I decorated my house for Halloween. It ended up taking me about 2 weeks from start to finish to decorate my house, but that is because I was finishing a couple of DIY projects along the way. I'm really happy with how many DIY pieces I was able to incorporate into my decor this year. I love adding new DIY pieces every year, so it's a very slow evolution of my decor as things take a long time to make, but I love having unique handmade pieces to decorate my home with. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love decorating and it was so fun to document the whole process. I still have some fun video ideas for Halloween and I love putting putting together seasonal content, so I hope you subscribe for more creative adventures. Until next time, keep making magic.